Yeah, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. This is me, your brother, your friend, you, man, Steven, right here on the show tonight again. Will be a very quick one tonight for you guys. If you are here, please kindly just click the notification button. And if you are watching us from Niger Watch for the very first time, please try to subscribe by clicking the notification button and click all so that anytime we are live like this, you're going to get the notification immediately. Before I start the show properly, I want to actually give us some, very, very disturbing news. Okay, guys, just a minute, guys. Just want to give us, a very disturbing news. The first news is some people were a man, a truck driver, a sit-at-home government-bound bus driver alive, touched two vehicles in Imo for violating orders. Like I said this morning, I don't really know what is the problem right now. And killing your people will not actually give you the power to take your city or your country as you wish. Now, this from Sahara reporter. A driver was born alive. Some vehicles were destroyed, and some other people were actually injured. So the reason why you burn your people alive, I don't know. I don't think that is actually the way to go. Okay, guys. So this is what it's actually creating. You see, this whole uh, 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 succession isn't actually going down the throat of other people around. When it now becomes like a violent nature, we are going to end up in a very terrible situation as a people. Okay, guys? So that's what people are saying. We don't want to be part of it. We don't want to be part of this. Not now, not in the future. Because all in this 24th modern century, the white people are agitating for self-determination in Britain. They are agitating for self-determination in Spain, but they are doing it the civil way. Going through their parliament to share to the throat of their parliamentarians to accept them doing a referendum to see if they can have their independence from the Great Britain and from the Kingdom of Spain. That is what is in vogue in this 21st century. Not the use of gun or any other form of arms or ammunition. If you do that when you're not authorized to use them, you are a terrorist. This is simple and pure. And right here they are saying, oh, it is the DSA that is doing that. You actually gave room for the DSA to invade your community. I said it from the beginning. I think around October or so last year, when they came up, I said it on my video. The very first day the ESN were actually launched, I made a video that we're going to get to this point. And that's where they are right now. So nobody should blame Buhari. Nobody should blame the North. If even they have even planted, assuming they've planted an external bodies into their state to perpetuate the evil. If you aren't strong enough of taking care of your domain, you would have started the harm and ammunition issues. When the Niger Delta took over the creek of Niger Delta, they were bold enough. Nobody dare comes in there and do what was not asked for. They stood their ground. They defended their people. There was no killing in Niger Delta during the time of these guys who took over the creek, who were agitating for resource control. Because the rate at which death is happening in the East today is worrisome to every human being. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised, guys. We're going to start seeing scores of deaths in 50s, in 35s, in 40s, like what is happening in the North, if care's not taken. So when it starts happening, do not put your blame on anybody. Do not call on any of the other regions as your problem. Because we have been speaking for you guys to listen now and have a rethink of your strategy on how you can get your own nation, but you guys are not listening. This is just how the Boko Haram started. I mean, Mohammed Yusuf, the leader of the Boko Haram, actually was not violent. He had no violent nature in him. He was just teaching pure Islam according to the Sharia laws. When he was killed, that brought about this. Little by little, people were praising them. People were supporting them. Before they knew what was happening, it became a full-blown terrorist organization today. It has put Nigeria and the North in the position they find themselves right now. So we have to be careful, guys, on who you support in a time like this. For me, this is a sad day. For me, despite Nigeria has failed, for me, this is a sad day. Too much of blood on the Nigerian flag by its people and also by the government. The government inability to take care of things that it didn't to take off has brought us to this place. The insecurity situation in this contractual called Nigeria is becoming alarming by the day. And every true Nigerian needs to be worried about what is happening in the southeast, what's happening in the north central, what's happening in the northwest, and what is happening in the northeast. It is becoming alarming. Every pleasant day in the southeast now, you must hear of killings. A few days ago, Dr. Chike Akunyeli, the husband to the late Dora, was murdered with about 8 people. Yesterday, we heard of a House of Representative member attacked. His driver was killed. And right today, we are hearing a driver, an Igbo driver, burnt alive because he did not obey the sit-at-home order. If they sit at home, how are they going to feed themselves? If they sit at home, how are they going to feed their family? If they sit at home, how are they going to pay their bills? Maybe this man is just a driver, a bus driver, who lives on his daily work. He was burnt alive. So much blood on the land. And we need to start speaking out to these people. This is not the way to go. You can't get your freedom by destroying your own people, by destroying the fabric of unity in your own territory. And at the end, if you want to drag other people into this problem, it doesn't work like that, guys. Okay, guys, I'm coming. Sorry, guys. I'm going to do the show today, but I'm coming. There are things I need to put straight. Yesterday, 30 persons were killed in Kaduna State, Southern Kaduna. 30 people were killed. 30 people were killed. And today, I didn't see the flag of this nation called Nigeria lowered in half. 30 persons were killed in Southern Kaduna to be buried today. 30. These are coffins. They are not designer buses. What you see here today, they are coffins, not designer buses, guys. This is Nigeria, where life is worth nothing again. This is Nigeria. This is Nigeria, guys, where life worth nothing. Life is becoming meaningless as we speak. This is Nigeria. This is coffins. These are coffins. They're having a mass burial. A community was wiped out. 30 persons killed in one community, and scores, hundreds of people injured in that community. Okay, guys, it is worrisome. It is very, very worrisome. Another good news that I have today, I'm not going to talk about bad news anymore all the day. Another good news that I have today is these idiots These are the guys who actually molested that TikTok blogger in Benin. There are 6 in number, 3 of them have been arrested. So I'm going to say kudos to the Nigerian police. But we need the other 3 to be picked up. And these guys should rot in jail. So right now, they're in the police custody at Zone 5, the AIG Zone 5 right now, singing, like a bird. I believe strongly the other people left that actually joined in that, inhuman acts to that little girl will be brought to book. Okay, that's the good news for today. 3 of them have been picked up. Those idiots that actually molested that girl, that turned her into something else. But the good news is she's alive. She isn't dead yet. It was confirmed by the Inspector General Police. By the Inspector General Police today. She's alive. She's not dead yet. So that we thank God for that. We know she was dehumanized. She was, morally and mentally destroyed, but she's alive. I will believe that justice will take its course, and this bunch of idiots will rot in hell. Because that's the good news today. They are being caught, and we believe justice will take its full course. Please, guys, if you are coming in for the first time, please kindly share this video as we begin to do what we know how to do best. This is going to be a discussion time today, and you all have my number right there with you. So kindly make sure that you just share off and 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 share off. Yeah, just look at them, my dear. They are very hopeless set of people. I hate them. I hate them with passion. I swear. Because we are not living a life of jungle. If even you are in a secret court, if even you are in a secret court, for goodness sake. If even you are a secret court, for goodness sake, use your brain. Use your brain. Now, if you see most of the people who are in secret court in Edo State today, they are uneducated. They are bus drivers, they are taxi drivers, they are bus conductors, they are artisans, mechanic and co. That's one that the big ones who are actually making bulk of the money from the atrocity they commit are sitting in ACs. Being Inspector General of Police, being Commissioner of Police, being one big oga in the Senate, being a governor of a state, being a deputy governor, and other positions within the country. But these ones who are just roadside, who doesn't even understand the modus of operandi of this court, and they want jumping up and down, killing people, maiming people. These guys are 29, 2 of them are 29, one is just 30. These are still kids. If you have to question them now, they don't have any basic educational qualification, whether formal or informal. They have no job, nothing. It's painful, but thank God these idiots are caught. So that is the good news today. They are being caught right now, and the police is working tirelessly to catch other 3 that are running. And my question is why are you running? If you feel you are a strong man, if you feel you have the heart to commit crime, why will you not also have the heart to stand and defend yourself when the time comes? You molested a girl. You put the video on internet with your voices being heard. It means you wanted to trend. You wanted to tell your colleagues that you are an ad man. You want to tell your colleagues that you get time, you know the thing. Then why did you not therefore wait to defend the atrocity that you have actually committed? Why running right now? Why running? Why running? My brother, Moscow, the great, in the Nigerian setting today, in the Nigerian setting today, when you are even 30 years old, you are still a kid because you are unable to take care of yourself. That's in the Nigerian setting today. You know that, and I know. Most of them still sleep in their father's long couch. Sorry. They still sleep in their father's long couch in the sitting room. It was in our time when we were growing up. At the moment you are 20 years, you become an adult. These guys still feed from their parents. They still live, I'm very sure these people still live under the roof of their parents. Anyone that lives under the roof of his parents, whether you are 40, 50, you are still a kid. If you live under the roof of your parents at this age, you are a kid. Kid is not defined by your age. Kid is defined by your ability to take responsibilities. If they have enough responsibility in their hand, I don't think this bunch of idiots will be going around looking for who did a video, who did not do a video that they want to molest. That's really the truth. So that is a good news today that these idiots have been caught. Okay, guys. Now, there's another picture I want to show right now that will lead me to today's meeting. Okay, guys. Look at this. I saw this from someone's wall. Okay, guys. I saw that from someone's wall. And I saw that I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at all. Every time they are trying to divide Nigeria, they always divide Nigeria along this line. Every time they try to divide Nigeria, they always divide Nigeria along this line. And this has been creating so much distrust. Look at one here. They always divide Nigeria along this line. And this has been creating so much distrust among their people. Okay, this one was even good. This one had Erewa Republic, the Middle Beta, the ODUDUWA, the Niger Delta, and the BIAFRA. This one was good. This one was actually good. That this one explained the entire 5 zones or 5 regions or 5 nations that will have to come out of Nigeria if peradventure the contraction called Nigeria is disseminated. Okay, they have the Erewa Republic, they have the Niger Middle Belt, they have the ODUDUWA, they have the BIAFRAs, and also they have the Niger Delta Republic and the Niger Middle Belt. So this is supposed to be the picture. But look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this one that is not okay by me right now. Look at this one today that actually brought me here. Look at this one that actually brought me here today. This one. Okay? This is a picture that they have. They have the Arewa, they have the Savannah, they have the ODUDUWA, and they have the Biafra. There is no Edo. There is no Niger Delta on this show. And I took it from somebody's wall, one Joseph Igiho, who is, I believe, is an Edo, a Benin man. Say, my fellow citizen of United Kingdom of Great Benin, please take a look at this map. And if you have no reason to be angry, then something is wrong. This is the reason I'm calling on all people of United Kingdom of Great Benin to rise up to reclaim our homeland. If I don't want to do it, you don't want to do it, then who else is going to do it if not me and you? So please join us in this movement. Thanks and God bless you. From Joseph Igeo. So this is what I got from his wall, and that triggered something in me. Do you know, guys, in September 1967, I'm not asking you to believe me, guys. Okay, I'm not asking you to believe me on somebody says I'm going to say today. I just want you to go and do research. I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to believe me. Okay, sorry. I don't want you to believe me, guys. Let me try to take away my caption. Just 1 minute, please. I think let me try to take that away. Then I can go before we talk about this. Okay. Let me see if we can see that now. Okay, can you see that very clearly now? See that now? Arewa, Savannah, ODUDUWA, Biafra. So the Middle Belt, I mean, the Midwest region, or the Bedell, was systematically removed. Reasons, I can't really tell. See that, guys? It was systematically omitted. Reason best known to these guys. And these are insults. They don't understand this. Like I was saying, in 1967, September 19th, 1967, you can check this on the internet, guys. September 1967, September 19, 1967, there was a country called the Republic of Benin. You guys didn't know that. September 1967, there was a country called the Republic of Benin. It only existed for one day. You also know that there was within that 1967 too, there was also a country called what is it called? No, before 1967, there was a country called the Niger Delta. Nobody tells you. The Niger Delta actually came before Biafra. Where Adakaboro led that, secession under the leadership of the then General Aguyi Ironsi. It was Lieutenant Colonel Odumego Ojukwu that was sent to go and quench that agitation in the Niger Delta Creek. You know that as at that time, Port Harcourt was actually under the old Eastern region. Nobody tells you this. Everybody talk about Biafra, or ODUDUWA. Okay? The first person who wanted to leave this contraction called Nigeria was the Niger Delta people, which were the Jaws, some part of the Jaws. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying now. That's the insult. Man, that's the insult we are saying now. It is the separatist group that is creating this whole confusion. That's what we are trying to explain to them how it actually works, man. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, Rita Adams. So, now, when that happened, during this war, the civil war that took place in 1967, on 19th September 1967, the Benin Republic actually came into being. It only lasted for one day before the federal government of Nigeria collapsed it. Okay? So you see, this agitation has been there all along. Now, let's go back to history again. Because the only way we can define this is to make history clear to everyone to understand. The only way we can define this is to make history clear from the origin. I'm not here to fight anybody. I'm not here to talk down on any ethnic group, but I'm here to defend my people. That is what I am expected to do. You can believe whatever you want to believe based on your story. It's acceptable. We don't have a problem with that. But we, the Edo people, we have been together from time immemorial. The Esako, the Afema people, the Esan people, the Robo people, the Shekiri people, the Job people, the Kwale people, and the Benin speaking people, we have been one from time immemorial. Okay? So if you come up and say, oh, the Benin people are actually the people that are creating problem for the South, that shows a state you call insignificant state. A state you call they only just have few local government, but yet they are not becoming a stable block for you, actualizing your dream of taking over the then Midwest region of the Bende. That shows those people are actually a tough issue to deal with. Benin people have now been from Yoruba Please, Solomon, go read history. Stop listening to what people say. Go do your research. Benin people have never been from Yoruba. Benin have been existing even before the Yoruba kingdom came. Don't listen to people, my brother. And I know you're from Esan. Don't listen to issue. Don't listen to side talk. These guys don't actually know the history. They don't know the history of. They don't know your history. Don't allow anybody to tell you your own history. Benin have been there even before Jesus was born. God, read history, sir. Benin was already there 90 CE before Christ. So they have been existing for a very long time. Based on history, based on story, Benin have been in existence for over 6,000 years as a people. I've told that history in this place. I've said that history in this place. They have been existing for over 6,000 years. Before the coming of Christ, Benin was already existed based on fact and figure that is on ground. Okay? We all must understand this very clearly. Okay? Now, let's go back to history. Like I just said right now, the Benin Kingdom have been there. Let's leave the ancient Benin story. Let's come back to 1897. Okay? The Benin Kingdom, go check the entire Nigerian people. The Benin Kingdom actually is the only kingdom that fought against the British and held them to a war for 14 days. Why was these people, the British people, so much interested in the Benin Kingdom? It was because of the power and the force that the kingdom of Benin possesses at that point in time. So if somebody should come and tell you Benin has been insignificant, nobody knows Benin, the Benin have never existed, why was the British people so much interested in the Benin Kingdom? Why were they so much? When they overthrow the Nana of Ishekiri, when they overthrow the Jaja for Pobo, there was no war. But when they came to Benin, they met a stiff resistance, which actually led to the killing of these people. Because they broke the old ancient tradition of the Benin people, which during the Igwe festival, nobody ever comes into the palace of the Oba. They knew, they understood it. Because they got informants around the nationals that are around Benin at that point in time, who told them the only way you can provoke the Benin into a war is to go in this direction. Okay, guys, which the British took advantage of, and they actually went into that direction. Okay? So they actually took to that direction, and that led to that war of 1897. Now, let's afford back again. When the war ended and the Benin City was captured and the entire system of Nigeria was put into one place, the south and the north. We had our independence. We became a three-region people. The north, the east, and the west. From 1960 to 1963, the agitation for self-determination began immediately after the independence by the Benin people. The Robos, the security Jaws, these people, the Essence and the Esako people, they came together and said, we cannot live under this oppressive mechanism of the West, led by the then Oba Benin, Oba Akintola II, of blessed memory. Go check history. I'm here to tell you history. So on October 1st, 1963, the Midwest region was bettered as the fourth region of the then Nigeria state. And the only region that was actually given birth to by referendum. And today, some of us here who feels they know more than everybody, you are demanding for a referendum and you are trying to downgrade a people who actually came into existence by referendum. Sorry, guys, let me put on this fan. I'm a little bit sweaty now because I'm pissed off. Okay, guys? You came into existence by referendum. No, you are demanding for a referendum to determine your state or your nation from a fake contraction called Nigeria, and a state or a people who, via referendum, got their independence from a region. You are calling them inconsequential, non existing? Does that make sense to anyone? What you are demanding for from the federal government of Nigeria was actually the one that was gotten by these people through the same process you want to go into. So, if not because of the Wazobia that came to being after the military took over in 1966, there was never anything like majority group in Nigeria, because we're all working on the level of ethnicity. So the problem of Nigeria actually began when the concept of this mentality of we are the majorities, they have the minorities came into being. That's where this issue started coming up. What led to the agitation for self-determination in 1962? In 1962, before they got their self-determination in 1963. It was the same oppression of the minority against the majority in the West. Go read history. Some of us just listen to some jargons on the social media without actually going to do our own research to get the integrity of what actually transpired years back. So what actually led to the agitation of self-independence, of self-determination, or rule from the West was as a result of this minority issue against the majority. That's why these people, they separated. They first got themselves the Midwest region, then they were not called the Bender by Lieutenant Colonel Yakubu Gowon. Okay? We have recognized 4 regions today: the North, the West, the East, and the Midwest region. Somebody told me today, they said the Midwest region was created by the colonial masters. Hell no, guy. The only region that was created by Nigerian people is actually the Midwest region. So these guys don't know history. They don't read. They actually live on propagandas. The only region that was created by the Nigerian people by constitution, not forcefully put into us, was actually the Midwest region. In 1963. Okay, guys? And at that time, the 4 regions were equal. Go see the Constitution, 1963 Constitution. The one they call the Republican Constitution. Guys, go read. It's on the net. Don't come to my wall and talk when it comes to history. It's on the net. Go read. The 4 regions were the same, equal. Equal. No one was bigger than the other. Until the war came in 1966. And when Gowon came into power in June 1966, through the Carter coup, in order to break the strength of the East, he divided Nigeria into 12 states. So this is how the states actually came into being. He divided Nigeria into 12 states in order for him to have control over, to break the power of Ojukwu on the eastern region. which actually worked for him. Now, the northern region has about 19 states today, if I'm not mistaken. The western region has about 7 states or so, if I'm not mistaken. The eastern region today has about 11 states, not 5. The old eastern region. The old eastern region has about 11 states or so. Then the Midwest region is still 2 states, Edo Delta. I'm not asking you to believe me, so go read history. The landmass of Edo Delta is bigger than the entire Southeast put together. The landmass of Edo Delta is bigger than the entire Southeast put together. I'm not asking you to believe me. Guys, go check history. Okay? Yeah, hello.
What is really motivating these people? You see, this Wazobia wasn't initiated by the Northerners. It was the Southern people with a view of trying to conquer the Midwest and the suburb of Nigeria, which was also what they call the core region. Because when we did the referendum for the Midwest, our ancestors did the referendum. There was also a referendum schedule for the core region, which is today Port Harcourt area and all those Calabari area and all those places. And also there was also a referendum program for the western part, the Yoruba land, because this today Kwara area, those territory were to be, because it's supposed to end by the river there, but they have some part to northern part, so the Yoruba want to get their land back. So all these things were in agreement. Then this middle bit of the thing you are hearing today, then they also reached an agreement just to address this issue, so that we can have a region and build a country that will be good for everybody. But it's very unfortunate that when the coup strike, they strike the entire Nigeria. And when we recover from the coup, when they now push the country to Wazobia mentality, they destroy the real foundation for peaceful and unity and coexistence. They destroy what I call Pan-Africanism. The southern part of Nigeria is very divided. We are living in a distrust. Fulani is not really our problem, the way these people are trying to present it. It's just like a mental sense of conquest. It's not in the mind of the ODUDUWA people and in the so-called BIAFRA people. So they don't want to listen to the voice of others, and particularly those who have been, accommodating them in peace. Like we, the Beninese, because the Igbos have been coming to our space for a very long time since the Civil War, and we don't even have any ethnic problem. But the way they are pushing things, it's as if we should not talk where they are. We should just be nobody. And what they are crying for, if they are hearing my voice, my question for them is this. If the people of BIAFRA and ODUDUWA fail to recognize the only region in Nigeria constitutionally created through referendum, then they should tell us the difference between them and Fulani. They should come out and tell us we are different from Fulani, but here, look at the way they are behaving. Politically, everything, they are just the one creating problem for the southern people. Why can't you recognize people? And most of these people that are calling for region, I've never seen anyone who said they cannot work with them. But they are just making it clear, look, what did not work in the past, we should not bring it into this new generation. It's also not going to work. You cannot sweep this issue of identity under carpet and you expect it to work. And you're going to strive with the sense of we are majority. Why are they crying? They have come to realize that what we, particularly the Midwest people, have been suffering for years, they are not part of it. Second-class citizens of the country. The Midwest people lost the chance to govern themselves, Edo and Delta, when Ali ended his administration. during Shagari. From there go, they said people from that region cannot be governor. And they mean it. Either they will pick some people from east or from west or from the north and appoint them on top of us. And that's how they destroyed everything in that region. That's why generation that is going up today, they don't even know what the pain they were able to achieve. Our region were far better than the whole regions in Nigeria. We never lack anything because of industry. And our people were proud. The whole 12 tribes coming together, they live in peace and progress and unity. And these same people are claiming that, no, these people should not exist. Now look at the eastern part of Nigeria. They were not in peace. The first republic to be declared in Nigeria was on the east, which is Niger Delta, Bagakaboro, not BIAFRA. The western part of Nigeria, Yoruba, they don't have another tribe. Awolowo, one of the real forefathers of this country, the honest man among them, they betrayed him, they jailed him. Before, you remember before they went to the civil war, he was a prisoner. Ojuko was the one that set him free. It was a problem between Yoruba and Yoruba. We never, our ancestors never allowed it in the Midwest region because they operate in respect, consultation, and understanding. Try to understand what is the fear of the next man, what is his concern, and that was why they were able to move forward. I think we should give credit to them, and we should not allow all these people who are not sensitive to the reality to come and be turning us up and down. We don't forbid people, but if they forbid people, they should go and do their thing in their space. God forbid, I keep on telling people, if they don't believe or they don't want to hear the voices of these people, like the Midwest people or the entire Niger Delta people who are telling them, look, we are not BIAFRA, we are not ODUDUWA, they will be so surprised with the crisis that will emerge if, for example, the United Nations decide to say, okay, we want to divide Nigeria, and which is not going to happen. I've never seen a place where United Nations will come to go and divide the country. Southern Sudan was the first experiment. After they discovered that they were years of civil war, endless civil war, they decided to say, okay, why not we reach an agreement and separate these people? And if you look at the example from that very place, this ethnic division was in Southern Sudan. Instead of these two people to agree and create autonomous two regions for the South or three and create a unity government in the center, they want to operate in the state level. And because one of the president is from the major tribe and the vice is from the minority. So immediately the president and the vice have the division, then the civil war emerged within the Southern Sudan people. And today they are still fighting. Now tell me what will make us, without first of all addressing this regional issue, that will make us to live in peace and unity. And when I just ask these people to cut everything, show if they are listening, what is the difference between them and the Fulani? They refuse to recognize this region that was created through constitutional, through referendum. The only place African people have chance to draw a map. Every line you see in Nigeria today, whether the Nigeria itself, it was forcefully created by the British. Now, first of all, they started with the southern map. When they discovered that the Benin's were keep on resisting them, they were not able to form the south. They created east and west forcefully without consultation. They created north without consultation. Even when this guy decided to, then only our ancestors were able to carve a region peacefully through a referendum. Then when Gowon, after the civil war came in, he sat down as a soldier and continued to carve his own state. When the other one came in, they draw their state. Edo and Delta was carved. The people that make up the region was not even consulted. Perhaps the Igbo were well called, they were among the Wazobia people. And that's why the capital went to Asaba. So all these things we are saying here, these people can no longer wrestle with Fulani. They feel they can do their war and beer in the south, which is not going to work. Even from a layman point of view, it's not working. It's not on ground. There is no way they can come to my space and come and raise a flag. That one will be amount to treason and there will be civil war. It's so simple. So they can make their noise in the United Nations. All we have to do is to change the pattern of our program, going to enlighten our people and make them to understand that, look, they are not a solution to us. And we have never been a problem to them. If they respect us, then we can work together. But if they said no, they want their own, they should do it in their space. It's not by force. Don't force me into something that I don't want because it's not going to work. That's just the truth of it, my brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my brother.
That is what
Yeah. I think there was a question that I saw, a comment that I saw that I wanted to put up to explain here. The question that I saw that I wanted to put up here before I think they said, why are we, the Edos, not calling out the British? My caller, who is the right owner of the North? Now, let me try to explain this. Let me try to talk on this a little bit. the British is not actually our problem. We Nigerians, we are making a mistake. The British govern America. The British actually govern Canada. The British actually govern many of these countries around, and they are doing perfectly well. They are doing perfectly well. The problem is, like I said during my money video show, when the British came to Nigeria, after they succeeded in collapsing the already existing empires, which Great Britain was one of them, they knew that the contraction called Nigeria was never in unity. Okay? Not all, anyways. They actually created more problems for the South than they created for the North. I'm going to explain this also. Because of our greeds and the quest to be dominatory. And quest to be dominatory made the South never to agree. Do you know that the people that actually led the British to Edo Benin Kingdom in that 1897 quest or war was actually our neighbors from the South, from the riverine areas, which practically is going to be the Igbos and other parts. They actually led these people into Benin Kingdom for that 1897 war. Now, when all this came, the British gave us a system that they operate in their nation. The 1966 coup had no Britain intention in it. We must listen, guys. We must begin to tell ourselves the truth. The 1966 coup that actually took us backward, the British were not aware of it. Okay? They are not aware of it at all. So they decided to leave Nigeria for Nigerians to manage. As at the time when the British left Nigeria, we were self-determined. A pound was to £1. And a dollar was less than 50 cents Nigeria pounds. As at 1960, when Britain left, the equivalent value of the Naira at that time, or the Nigeria currency, which was the pound, as at that time. Okay, guys? Now, do you also know that a regional system was established by the British for Nigerian people? It was truncated by Nigerians, not by British people. Do you also know, guys? I'm very factual right now. Do you also know, guys? The British never gave the North power. We did. We the South gave the North power. Till tomorrow. I've said it this morning on my show. How Nnamdi Azikiwe actually, merged with the North on 2 occasions. Which, if he had merged with the Southwest of today, we wouldn't have been where we are today. Because Chief Obafemi was so visionary. He had foresight. We knew what he was doing in the West, how he actually developed the West from nowhere to become the darling of the world before the coup that led to the Civil War, that destroyed the entire economy of Nigeria. Okay? So we gradually gave power to people who actually believe so much in oppression. At the time they were able to get their feet back, they now knew that the only thing that they have was power. So they held on to it. This is where we find ourselves right now. Are we being oppressed as a nation, as a people? Yes. Are we being oppressed only by the North alone? No. The minority in the South are being oppressed by the Southerners. What the Biafrans and the ODUDUWA are doing to the Niger Delta is what the North is doing to Middle Belt. The same pains that the Biafrans are going through, that's the core Southeast states, which are the Igbos, are going through, is actually the same pains that the Edo Deltas are going through. It's actually the same pains that the Middle Belters are going through. During the 4 regions of Nigeria, we were oppressed because we were more or less like the least and the smallest among them. So that was why when they came up with the division of this nation, they decided to break the other ones into many states and left Edo, left the Midwest region as one state. A whole region was left as one state till the time of General Ibrahim Balamusi Babangida, when he created Edo Delta and took the headquarters to Asaba because of his wife, which was an Asaba woman. The headquarters of Delta is supposed to be in Warri, not even in Asaba, because Asaba had nothing. At the time when it was created. It worried about actually the economy hub of the then Bende state. Okay, guys? So this is the truth here right now. It is not actually the problem that the British actually created the problem for us. They give us an opportunity to actually operate, but we refuse to accept such an opportunity as a people because of our hate and whatever that we're going through. Thank you, Jesus is my father. I appreciate you, ma. God bless you very much for your support every time on this show. Say, but the British people caused a lot of harm in Edo. They invaded the Benin Empire and stole a lot. Who knows what would have happened if the invasion never took place? That's true. If the invasion never took place, we would have been the largest ethnic group in Nigeria. That was the truth. If the invasion never took place, Benin would have been the largest ethnic group right in Nigeria. We control the entire, Atlantic Ocean down to Ghana and even to Dichotomy and down to Onitsha. We were there. So it's unfortunate, but after that have happened, after that have actually happened, in this time, and the Southerners will start thinking, why are we not saying we're going to forcefully put you to be part of us? Like I said before, this OT is negotiation. The Middle region are agitating for freedom, if you don't know that. Led by Pedro Obaseki. Don Pedro Obaseki. Led by Don Pedro Obaseki. They are agitating for freedom. The Midwest region of old. They are agitating for freedom. The same thing, but we are doing our own in a civilized way. We are not trying to coerce or force people into accepting our system or our region or our country that we are planning to give birth to. So if you are Biafrans, you are ODUDUWA, fine and good. We're going to support you to get your freedom because we know we all are being oppressed right now in that nation called Nigeria. But the moment you decided to eliminate our identity as if we never existed, that is the issue. And if, for example, I do not believe or I do not succumb to your modus of operandis, that doesn't make me an enemy. The only thing you have to do is to convince me to understand what you are doing. That is how workable it is. This is my point. From history, we have never been part of the Eastern region. Never be part of the Eastern region. We have never been part of the Eastern region. From time immemorial. We were once upon a time part of the West before we were constitutionally carved out, not by war, not by the barrel of gun. We were constitutionally carved out from the West by the government of Nigeria that was led by an Igbo man, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, by an Hausa man, Tafawa Balewa, and by a Yoruba man, Obafemi Awolowo. After they granted us a referendum in 1962, bet to the 1963 Republican Constitution, where the Midwest region came from. If you are not saying there is no Edo, that Edo is under a certain set of people without you not speaking with them, it's oppressive. If they are drawing their map, the Edo Delta map should be left aside as a nation of their own. We have 4 regions. So if you want to get 4 nations, the 4 nations have to be 4 nations. If you want to break down the then old Eastern region, it's okay to 2. Like the Queries and Co want to go on their own, fine. In the North, if you want to break down the North also to become 2 regions or 2 nations, fine and good. The Middle Belt want to break away, good. But the situation whereby you try to forcefully, they are. Check the net. I speak with facts. Imam the Powerful, they were asking him, he said the Igbo nation is made up of 13 states. They said the Igbo nation is made up of 13 states. Go check it. And one of the states, that thing was actually written in 2016. Just type on Google, is Edo part of Biafra? They're going to see it there. They actually did. If you follow them online, they actually make such statements often and often. If I do not subscribe to what you believe in, as a result of the modus of operandi, I know when Nnamdi Kanu was arrested for the first time, we fought. We were on the social media clamoring for his release. Yes. I've been actually fighting for unity of the South all my life in the last 1 year. But the moment you fight, the moment they make you to understand you are irrelevant, you are inconsequential, you don't have a say, your people are part of us, they're going to do this, then it becomes no. These are stories that were written. Jesus, my father. I understand what they're saying, sir. I know you actually love the Igbo people. You want them. You want to be free from the zoo, called the zoo as it's been called by Nnamdi Kanu. But the modus of operandi doesn't work like that. That's what we need to start telling them. Every ethnic group in the South must be respected, if even they're in one village. My point is, every ethnic group in the South must be respected, even if they are in one village. Even if they are in one village. Listen, man, we belong to the Midwest region. We are never part of them. We are the Midwest region. That's who we are. Constitutionally created, and that's what it remains. It will become the Wazobia system that they brought in that when we were doing this whole thing, they carved out this part. That's why they cover this part. That's why they cover this part from the existing one. They not came with the Niger data, or because they want to actually make sure that Edo data is not recognized. They are scared of the Benin Empire, guys. Get it? How can you make a full region to be one state? For how many years? From 1967, that these states were created, till when Babangida created Edo data. We were one state, a region. Because this idea of we own the nation came into existence. Listen, let me tell you guys, let me tell you something here. Those people crying today, those people crying today, those people crying today created the mess that we are. The so-called Wazobias, the three people, the Hausas, the Igbos, and the Yoruba created the Nigeria problem. Not the Midwest, not the minorities. These three groups created the problem of Nigeria. If I had to go back to history, what actually led to all this mess? These three groups created it. So if there's already a problem being created by your forefathers, the only way you can solve the problem is for us to come back again and sit in a round table talk on how we can move out of where we are. We, the Midwest, we want Bendel. We are not Biafras. We are not ODUDUWA. We are Bendel. Or we are Midwestern. We can go with Niger Delta, fine. But we cannot go with Biafra. We cannot go with ODUDUWA. Simple and pure. So we keep it quiet. Doesn't mean that we are not fighting for agitation. We are doing it in a very well-civilized way, just like what the Irish people, the Scottish people are doing today. Okay? What the Irish people, what the Scottish people are doing today, that's what we are doing. We are doing paperwork. Filing all the necessary papers for us to get our freedom. So we are not going to be on social media, fighting a creative problem, insulting other people. No, we are not trained to be like that. They are great underground work going for the actualization of the Midwestern state. So the idea of, okay, the Edo, you people must join us, if not you are a fool. No, that doesn't come like that. It doesn't work that way. Let's respect each other's opinion. Let's deal on equity, justice, and fairness. In that way, we come around and get the best out of what we want. We all are being oppressed today by the North. Okay? We all are being oppressed today by the North. So the only way for us to come together, you'll be saying this is inconsequential people, this is irrelevant people, this one is stupid, this one is not working. In that way, we are already creating a division. If I defend the East on every of my video here, and I see people insulting where I come from as if we are inconsequential, you can't expect me to continue defending you. Doesn't make sense like that. And the more we do this, the more the North has power over you, because there is already a break in the middle. For the first time, listen, guys. Let me take you back to this present political dispensation. For the first time in Nigeria, that the Southern states, the 17 states that make up the South, came together, and they had a meeting in Enugu. in Enugu that the presidency must come to the South and the issue of VAT. Listen, guys, they're going to know the power of unity that we talk about every day. Now, the moment they did that, the northern state governors, the emirs, the kings in the north, the traditional rulers in the north, and the political heavyweights in the north had a meeting. And they said the north will never relinquish power in 2023. Okay. Now what happened again? Few days ago, Governor Herofai said the North is not against the South getting the presidency, but the South should ask nicely. Now, that's my take. Should act nicely. What does that mean? They are already seeing the force of unity happening in the South for the first time. They know the consequences of what is about to happen. So what did they do? They quickly retrieved their step. We didn't say so, but we just said the way people are demanding for it is that you are forcing us, to ask to do what we don't want to do. Ask us nicely. Okay? So that shows in unity we can do and win any war. Now let me answer this. Say this an Igbo guy I know. He said, my brother, go form your own country, but go with those who want to go with you. Don't force anybody. Ifeanyi Peters, I think this is what we are saying. Both of us we are saying the same thing now. The Midwest region came as a result of a referendum, not by force. This man said you guys should go and do some research. The Midwest region came as a result of referendum, not by force. And also, if that is the case, the people of Edo Delta should also be allowed to make a choice, not by force. So when you are drawing your map, draw the map within the eastern region, which comprises of the Igbos. Let other part of the nationalities that make up those areas to decide their fate. Simple. Not by forcefully telling them this has to be part of us. Self-determination is done by negotiations and discussions, not by force. Okay? This is where we need to come in. Self-determination is done by negotiation, not by force. If you forcefully want to force into your own system, you create a problem. But if you do go there by negotiations, they will listen to you. So this, what you are saying is what we are saying. Do not say we are not existing. Do not say we are inconsequential. Okay? Do not say we don't have our own. Just say, look, the reason why we need to be together to form Biafra, it is because When we are bigger, we can fight. But the same way you not said we must, then I will just flash back to the Nigerian where I'm living, where I don't have a say as the so-called minority, where my resources is not being used, where my resources is not being used to develop other part of the country, where I'm not given, we are not given the opportunity to make a decision to better my lords, my people. Then I'm going to say, okay, I think the only way we can make the difference is for me to remain where I am, or for me to be on my own. But if you come in a negotiating table, yes, we're not talking about Yoruba now. Listen, but we're not talking about Yoruba now. Listen, my guy, let me put this one up. Let me also talk about this guy. Where's this guy now? There's a guy that came now. Are you aware that Igbo are in Delta, River State, Benue State, Cross River, Akwa Ibom, and Kogi State? My brother, that's why I said it is a referendum. Guy, get this clear. It is a referendum. Do you know that there are Germans in Austria? What are we talking about? Do you know there are Germans in Austria? Do you know that there are Germans everywhere that speak Dutch languages, but they are in another country? So the issue is this: it's not about where the Igbos are or where the Edos are. If let's, for example, now the edge of Edo State, the end of Edo State just decide a Benin decide to follow Biafra, a village. That's okay. Nobody's going to stop them from doing that. So it is not about where you have Igbos. It's about, do they want to be part of the Biafra that we are agitating for? Don't. This is one thing. This is the force I'm talking about now. You're trying to force them into accepting your ideology, even when you speak the same language. It is not done, guys. That is my point. Negotiation on the table is the key word. It's the key word, guys. Listen. Do you know what happened in Bakassi Peninsula? The moment Obasanjo gave some part of Nigeria to Cameroon, they were Nigerians there. They drove them away. They drove them away from their land. They claimed that land to be their own. They drove them away and to take over their land. So if when I talk with fact and figures, my brother. I'm not against Igbos. I'm against some few who wants to force through the truth of others what they believe. There are still even some Igbos today that do not believe in the Biafra. There are Igbos today who do not believe in the Biafra struggle of some of these people. What are you going to talk there? What are you going to call them, my brother? No. You might be a refined Igbo, George Victor. You might be a refined Igbo who never said that. But many of people are saying we must. Because we refused to accept the must, they began to destroy the fabric of the Great Benin Kingdom by publishing a lot of lies everywhere. So that is the issue. So the agitation for self-determination is not a propaganda. It never worked with propaganda. It never works with propaganda. The truth must be said. It never works with propaganda. The agitation for a self-independent is actually works on tactics and truth. That's the truth of that's the truth of my brother. So if we must be able to get out of this mess, let us all this out. We want to have a referendum. And when you have a referendum, any part that decided to follow you is free to go. That's what referendum is. If the 1962 referendum that was actually done to give it to Midwest region, the Ijos or the Shakiris or the Robos, the so-called did not agree to follow Edo, who would have gotten that Midwest region. It would have been an effort in futility. But what happened? There was consultations by Chief Anthony Naro, by the then Oba Benin, Oba Kenzwa, and many others, going from community to community, talking to them the reason why they should leave the then Western region. It wasn't by saying we are from the same place. You must. We must. No. Everybody was on their. They spoke to them. Then the other people understood what they were talking about. They accepted the idea. They came up with a name that would be workable for everybody. That's why they have it the Midwest region. They would have called it the Benin region. Okay? They would have called it the Benin region. But they decided to actually come together unanimously. Okay, guys? So this what just look at what somebody said now. This is where I'm getting it a little bit offensive. This the same thing. As Jesus is my father. Look at what somebody said now. I think this is an Igbo person. Say, my brother, it is for the Edos. It's set to decide where to belong. Whether to join the ODUDUWA nation or the BIAFRA nation. Okay, so if you say this, it means you are telling us we have no choice. Sister Irene, please don't tonight. You know, anytime you come on this, it's always tough like this. We know that. Anytime we are on this, it's always tough. With this, it means they just said this statement says we have no choice. Okay, this statement just shows we don't have choice. It is whether it is safe to decide where to belong, whether they will join the ODUDUWA nation or the BIAFRA nation. IPOB have already drafted the constitution of the BIAFRA nation. This is authoritarian. IPOB have already drafted the constitution of the BIAFRA nation. So even if we, the Edo, want to be part of the BIAFRA nation, we have no input. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Yeah, hello.
Brother, I just come back to contribute something. That is when I look at some questions people are asking there. Hello.
Hello. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you see, if you analyze this thing very well, you will understand that in the southern part of Nigeria, what the Yorubas are trying to do is that we should fault only the Northerners as the general problem of everything. Or they want us to fault, the Igbos want us to see the Northerners as the only bad people. But the truth of the matter is this. I keep on asking, These people should tell us the difference between them and the Fulani openly. They should let them call in. I'm waiting for them to call to differentiate that we are different from Fulani on this matter. Now the Fulani want to rule everybody, but the Fulani understand that the Wazobia came into existence because people want to rule others, and we they were part of. I will give you an instance. When Obasanjo was the president of this country, the last one we democratically elected him, if I tell you the numbers of middle belt people that they kill, you will never believe. He never persecuted anybody. Because why? He want to please the rule of Wazobia. You see it now. Now, if you look at the Bakassi is a territory that belongs to Nigeria. Before he came to power, when Abacha was there, France raised the issue. He want to claim the territory. Abacha never even mind that the people that is in that region, they are not his people. He sent Nigeria army when France discovered the way Nigeria protect themselves, they back down. During all Babangida time and all of them, the Northerners never allow us to lose that territory. When Obasanjo came here after second tenure, for you to understand these people, when I see my people saying they want to be ODUDUWA, they want to be this, it's because they don't really understand where we are coming from. And if you don't understand where you are coming from, you don't know where you are going. Until these our people in the south fought themselves and changed their attitude. Edoma is not saying they cannot work with Yoruba nor Igbo. But what they are saying is that you cannot come here and attack our history, attack our kingdom, attack our king, attack our identity. That I should raise a flag and be calling myself Igbo. I should start calling myself Yoruba. Who does that? This is the problem we have in the south. And these people are saying we should come and unite. We are not asking under which umbrella we will unite. Under the line you have drawn in your parlor that you want to enforce. So you see, they are the one confusing the unity of the south. They don't want to work on the unity that our own ancestors, Edo ancestors, or the Benin ancestors, and the Edo and Delta ancestors have created. I told you 12 tribes came together, live in a region until today. Apart from when they started this, their Wazobia start dividing land pieces in everywhere. That you start seeing some ethnic strife among us. These people were able to live side by side happily. While in the West, they don't want to see anything good. You see the way they finish a war. If you look at the man history, you will know if they have given that man chance. Me and you that is here today would have been this mess. They mess him up. Now, what I'm trying to say here, that Obasanjo administration, I want to tell you, like that Bakassi, when you want to contest for the Tete, I want to tell people that is listening, we are doing not their problem. They are the one that is problem to themselves and to the entire country. Now, after second tenure, he decided to go and look for third tenure. So you know what he did? He reached an agreement secretly with France. I will give you Bakassi. If there is crisis in Nigeria over this third tenure, you will help me to water down the international pressure. I don't know whether you understand. You know, France has a lot of leverage and influence at the United Nations level when it comes to international level. So he made it just like caricature and gave that territory to Cameroon. The people that are there today, Camerooners are killing. They were killing our people that settled in that area for years. People who knew that place since 14th, 13th century as their only place, they become homeless. That was the handwork of a Yoruba man, and he's still alive today because he wants to vote for the third tenure. Now, you should imagine if Obasanjo have signed that thing into bill, and the Fulani are able to sneak in and pick that life president Obasanjo want to do, they will still come and blame Benin for it. You did not join us. They operate with greed, selfishness, and wickedness to the highest level. And they are pretending, like, I'm speaking from anger. Number one is that anger is not, but we still have to control our temper. The way these people are pushing everything, they want to label us as we are the obstacle to their agenda. Let them define their agenda. Their agenda is also selfish. Their agenda don't believe in equality. It doesn't believe in the right of existence of indigenous people who has been in a place even before the arrival of the British. History proves it. Ishekiri people trade with the British. Their king refused to sign colonial paper. He was deported. The Ijaw people, which is abominable people like this Jaja for Popo, they deported him. He refused. The Benin suffered the same thing. They all refused to be colonized. And even when they deport this king, the people continue to fight to make sure nobody take their land from them. That was the spirit of resistance. Now you want to throw away these people and you want to write a new history for them that they don't know themselves they were Igbo. Who does that? My brother. So at the end of it, when people are down, tell them, my friend, what are you saying? Okay. They tell you that you are.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You don't love them.
Thank you very
my
much.
brother.
Okay, man. Now look at what someone said again. Now, I love somebody coming here now to talk to. He said, IPOB, hear this now. Those of us who actually before I answer this question, please, Edo data, some people, you need to know this history, guys. Some people are Edo people. They actually left Edo in the 15th century. In the 15th century, in the 1440 AD. Okay, under the regime of Obaibarre I. That's when Ace actually left Edo's people to form their own place. Okay, guys? That's the truth of the matter there. And even during the invasion of Benin by the British, the Asian people were actually fighting on the side of the Benin people because they know themselves as brothers. So the language that the Eastern people speak today is as a result of corruptness of the people that were already living in the area where they came to reside. So that's why you see their language a little bit different from us. Okay, let's take that very clearly. We are not different people. The Esan, the Shekiris, the Robos, the Sokos, the Benins, the Abo people, go check history. We are the same. We are one of the same people. Okay, please. Let us not try to create this unnecessary issue here that you said, oh, this one is this. No. I don't have an issue with Igbo people. I don't have an issue with Biafra people. I don't have an issue with anybody. I have an issue with the system. That has created us here. Now let's look at this. What my brother wrote here. Pascal said, IPOB had drafted a good constitution for the Biafras. Let me tell you, sir, no matter how good your constitution is, if the people are not consulted, it's not a good one. No matter how good your constitution is, if the people are not consulted, it is not a good one. The reason it is, you don't really know what I think will be beneficiary to me as a people. You might think the only thing we needed is a resource control. That you might think that's what we needed. But that may not be the truth. It may be far, far from the resource control issue. Okay? If I repeat that the Igbos are not united also, there are many Igbos who do not believe in your Biafra. Please, guys, don't go there. Every region had their own different issues, personal issues within different set of people. I've never seen an Eastern person and this type of person has been different from me. So others might see them just the way it is with your people. Ijele and many others today are not supporting your Biafra agitation. Does that make the Biafra people not to be united? Guy, please, when you are talking, talk with a lot of sense. Okay? Now he said, and also consultation has been going on for over 10 years now. We don't really know where the constitution will be going on. I must say the truth. We don't know. I don't know because I've not heard of such constitution. Because we have leaders who are actually championing the cause of the Midwest region, and I've not heard from them in any form that we're actually in a meeting that such constitution will be taking place. And IPOB have given every state in Biafra authority to control their resources. You know, using the word IPOB just shows that IPOB will not be the supreme authority of the Biafra state. IPOB using the word IPOB will not show that they are not the supreme authority of the Biafra state. And that is really, really funny to me. Okay? So you're not saying the IPOB will not give, as giving. Who are the people that is writing the constitution? Why are we crying over Nigeria today? Because some few people decided to sit down and write a constitution for us. They call the 1999 constitution. That is the problem we're having today. In that constitution, I'm very sure they would have said they put in all the ingredients to make Nigeria united. But because it was written by one section of the country, their interest will be predominant over other people's interest. So if you are looking for a referendum of a Biafra state, that we all of us will come together and form a united Biafra, then you don't need to write the constitution. We take the constitution of all the fabrics that makes up the new state that you are about to form. This is simple. And the use of the word IPOB on the time is showing that indigenous people of Biafra is showing that they become the supreme leader, the authority of the newfound nation. So if there are supreme leaders, they wrote the constitution, they can actually go against the constitution when the time comes at will, without the input, without the input of the people. Because they wrote the constitution, they can actually decide to change the constitution overnight, just like what the North are doing to us. Listen, Pascal, sir, the same thing you are telling me now is what is happening in Nigeria. Some people just sit down and write the constitution that look beautiful. You don't know what I want. And I come to your house now. You just say, because, oh, no, ma, Sister Irene is saying, Edo, there was the first amendment made that Edo will not decide on where to belong. It has to belong to ODUDUWA or to belong to Biafra. You're not going to say a constitution will be written by the IPOBs, which will give room to every region or nation or state to control their resources. I said, that might sound beautiful, but is that actually what we want? That's the problem right now. So that's why the emphasis is there. If you want us to be part of Biafra, you are not carrying us along in all your dealings, then it makes us to be part of it. Okay, that's the issue, ma. Thank you very much. So the issue is they're trying to make us. Sir, Mr. Pascal, sir, you are making a mistake. My brother Steve Igbo are not against anybody in the old eastern region of that country. Benin was never part of the old eastern region. Why can we get this? Why can't you guys get it right now? Benin was never part of the old eastern region. This is where my point is coming from. We were never part of it. History is clear. We have never been part of the old eastern region at any point in time. If even the ODUDUWAs, the Yorubas are saying we were once upon a time part of them, I would listen. We have no connection with the Igbos from time immemorial since the inception of the Nigerian state. We actually carved with the West by the British people, not with the East. We were never part and parcel of them at any point in time. Never, guys. Yeah, hello. Hello. Yeah, go ahead. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
Okay, my name is Chris Onoma. I'm calling from Italy.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to contribute.
Go ahead.
Please, you mentioned one word like the Eastern, the Delta, the Robo, and the Belize. It's not the Belize. You're supposed to use the word Edo because the Belize is a sovereign nation before the British came to invade us. The descendants of Belize are the Edos, the Isakuko Edo, Igara, Oman, Isako, Ishekiri, Robo. We are the Belize. Belize is not a tribe. Belize is a name of a sovereign nation. It's a name of a nation. It's not a tribe. Edo is a tribe inside Benin. Asia is a tribe inside Benin. Even the British, they know on their own self before they came to invade us. Not Benin. People regulate or use the word Benin. as a single person or a single tribe. No, it's a nation, it's a sovereign nation that was wrought in the year 1897 by the British. And for the Igbos that they are drawing their map, the palace is there. The palace have not yet bring out a new map. They are doing consultation because they need to talk to the chief. Even recently, now August 20 something, I don't know, about 14 kingdoms. We came to pay homage to Yoruba of Benin, and they need to consult many people before they will bring out their map. Not we bring out now like the Yoruba nation are doing or the Igbos are doing. We have the old map. Even the old map is in the museum. Is the photograph museum, in South Museum. Even the new map, they are working on the new map. But not we. The new map was come from the palace. The palace know its own territory. It's no event the kingdom first. All those ones they are just drawing, so we have a map. That is my contribution.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now look at what he's saying. They say, my brother, Igbos are not against the old Eastern region. We can now see where you're making a mistake by claiming that Igbos in Delta are one with the Edo people. Now, sir, let me also correct this very clearly. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let me answer this call right now. Yeah, go ahead. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Please tell me your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello, Mr. Steve. Mr. I'm calling from Belgium.
Please, can you increase your voice a little bit because I'm not hearing you?
It's a little bit here. I'm calling from Belgium. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. With the little understand, with the topic on ground, and I would like to make a little point about our history, which is from a main source, which most of the Igbos, those of the truthful Igbos, the truthful ones, those that really know their history, they should listen to this voice and know what I'm talking about. And this is truth. The Igbos came out of those people we call Ika or Bende Igbos. The Igbo people today, they don't know the canon. Those one shout to my brother. The Igbos, they are the three Igbos that that acquire, this history. They knew it. And they came out of those people called Bende Igbos. So out of Bende Igbos, the Bende Igbos came out of the people they call Edo. Because one language, when before the British came, there was one language in this region they call Edo, which comprises of Benin language, Esa, all those like Isako, Shekiri, all those languages are called Edo. All right. So out of Edo came out Bende people called Bende Igbos. Then out of Bende Igbos came the people they call Igbos today. So anybody trying to force or to know history around because of he or she has, drunk Malaga or whatsoever, they should cut their border. Nobody is, telling anybody not to, ask for his referendum or whatsoever. It was important these days. Know your border, because Mother Nature and our ancestors has already created the border, and their histories proves to support our truth. And the history starts from Onitsha. The Obi of Onitsha has, a lineage from Edo or from Edoviri. I've never seen where civilization come from up. Civilization always come from down.
Okay.
I don't know if civilization come from east. I don't know what is wrong with these guys.
Okay, thank you very much.
So, all right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So guys, now you said you are carried along, but you're excluding the Edos. If the Edos want to go eat alone, you will fail because you can't go with the Delta Igbo like Abo, Asaba, Ibuzo, Emunede. This is my problem, guys. This is my problem. Don't speak for them. Let them speak for themselves. Listen, sister, Jesus is my father. This is what I'm saying. Don't speak for them. Let them speak for themselves. Listen, guys, this is just the problem we are having right now. Let these people speak for themselves. Let them have this attitude to speak that I want to be part of this, I want to be part of that. The old Midwest region is not forcing anyone to be part of the old Midwest region. No. We are actually doing a lot of negotiations with the people that are there. So if you feel you want to be part of the Igbo people, fine and good. You'll be given the license. Actually, Asaba had never been part of the Igbo even before the war. Go check history, guys. Asaba, the river Niger divided Onitsha from Asaba. It has been like that. When the war broke out, what Ojukwu did? Ojukwu bombed the river. We can't decide when the referendum can come. We must fight for the referendum. And for us to fight for the referendum, we must unite. That's my take. Jesus is my father. That we must unite first. We must begin to speak in one voice. Not saying, if you want to go your own way, you can't take this, you can't take it. When you start doing that, when there is no unity of the South to clamor for one thing, it becomes a problem. They can't get a referendum until there is unity among the certain states. The truth of the matter is this, guys. The truth of the matter is this, Sister Irene. I'm many of you here. This is the truth of the matter. We can move forward if the EDOs, when I mean the EDOs right now, the Benin people, which are the EDOs, the Esans, the Isokos, and all, decide to unite into coalescing into one of these major regions. And that will end the contortion called Nigeria. The day that happens, this nation is gone. I'm not joking, guys. Go check history from onset. The moment that happens, it is gone. But can we do that? Can we do that? The answer is yes. But do they want us to do that? The answer is no. Why? There's still this level of infidelity. This one is a minority group in this region. So we're not going to take them seriously. The issue we are having right now. The issue of minority, the Wazobia mentality is what is actually making us. The Wazobia mentality is what is even making us to remember where we are today. That is the truth of the matter, guys. The moment we decided to say, okay, enough is enough as a people, that's when we're going to go out of this mess. This idea of the Anosha is not going to follow you, the Asaba is not going to follow you, the Umunede is not going to follow you, the Abo is not going to follow you. Have you actually spoken to these people? If you speak to them, they decide to accept your offer. That is referendum. That's what we call negotiation. Nobody's going to blame you. If even today you come to Benin and speak to the Benin people and they accept your offer, that's negotiation. That's how countries are being formed. But the moment you are saying because they speak Igbo, you have to force them to be part of you, even if they don't want to. That's what I'm talking about, guys. This is what we talk about now. Their Igbos is not like the core Igbos that we speak. There are some of my Benin brothers who want to be breakfast. The Edo speaking. The Edo speaking. Mr. Pascasa, please don't try to make things difficult for us. Okay? If the Asaba people, my brother, Asaba people are originally migrated from the heart of Igbo land. They migrated from the ancient Aruchuku kingdom. The founder of that great land is called Ezechina, an Igbo man. If that is the true, guy, listen, if this is the true, one, it means where they are does not belong to them. Please, guys, let's not make mistakes. If that's the truth, then what happened to Bakassi is going to happen to every Igbo in Asaba. Do we have to leave? We don't want that. We don't want that. If you want to force the land on, there will be war. This is just the fact of the matter. This is what we are talking about. We're talking about negotiation. That's what I'll be saying. Then we'll talk about negotiation. So what we need to do is to sit down, start negotiating with everybody. You know, we have a group called the Midwest Group, led by Don Pedro Obaseki and his team. Let's have a time to talk with them. The Isoko people have their own. Let's have the time to talk to them. The Joe people have their own. That's what happens when you are doing this. Even before you come on social media, you are doing a lot of underground work before coming in to now speak. In unionism as a people. My sister, these people represent the main leaders. These people represent the main leaders. Because they actually are the ones that are insulting the integrity of the people. The problem we had today, I told you, I think I told you on phone privately, ma, that the insult that is being rained on the Benin people actually broke the relationship between these people. A Benin man never marry an Hausa man, but a Benin man marries an Igbo man, an Igbo woman, or and a Benin woman marries an Igbo man, vice versa. The same thing with the Yorubas. The same thing with the Shekiri, the Jaws, and all that. This out, we marry ourselves. It means there is this bond that we already created, that we are one. That's the truth of the matter there. You see an Edoma marrying an Igbo man, marrying the Yoruba man, and they feel happy. You go to their house, my cousin sister marries a Yoruba man. And that Yoruba man is my best friend. What we need to do is for us to start talking. We are not going to do negotiation with you guys. You guys will do negotiation with us. Ifeanyi Peters. Please, guys, Sister Irene, Jesus is my father. Some of these boys are creating problem. They come online and they make us angry the more. We don't do the negotiation. You do the negotiation. You want us to join you. So you must come to tell us what you are putting on the table for us. That's how it works. A woman, if a man needs a woman, it's the man that will go to the woman and toast her to convince her to come and join him in his home. You see, it comes again with another one. You don't even know history, Pascal Okoli. You have no idea of history. Go check history very well. Who was the first existing kingdom even before the Yoruba kingdom? Go check history. Because the problem with you guys is you guys already had this way of thinking that the Benin are inconsequential. That's why you're having a problem. Okay? Benin started 900 CE, 90 CE. Go check history. Go back to history, guys, and do your research. The only time that we even have a link to the Yorubas was the history of the Caladera ODUDUWA. That's the only time the Benin had a link. So the palace of the Oba of Benin does not make up the Benin people. So when you have this mentality or idea behind your head, we are not going to support the agitation. That's the truth, simple truth. How can somebody come here to tell me that the land we live in does not even belong to us? So you see the mentality of a typical Igbo man against the Benin people. That you expect a Benin man to support this kind of ideology? Can somebody tell me this? Can somebody tell me, how do you expect me to support this kind of ideology that is already in the mindset of some people? He just said now that Asaba, people migrated from Onitsha, called Ezechima. Okay? You get that now? And they're not living in Asaba. And he's claiming Asaba to be part and parcel. He's claiming that it's part and parcel of the Igbo land. And you are telling us, people that have lived for over a place for 6,000 years, even before the existence of the Igbo kingdom and the Yoruba kingdom, to be a foreigner in a land that they conquered. You see the mindset right now. Listen, Patrick, with this attitude, there's no one who can unite with BIAFRA. That's the truth about it there. That is the truth. The mentality that they have is completely out of this world. We've never been with them from origin. We've actually worked with the Yorubas. If even we want to go with anybody, Yoruba will be a better option, not the Igbo people. They have this massive superiority complex, and that doesn't work for people like us, like me. You see, I've been trying to be very, coherent in what I do, but some of these people comes here to want to make us feel as if we are inferior in our own land. This is preposterous, guys. If you don't know history, don't listen to history that people give to you. Go check, go do your research back. If you don't know history, go check the history. And do your research. This is pure tyranny. This is what we're talking about. This is the reason why the Benin people are the Benin people are refusing to support them. There have not been any nation called Igbo in history. Go read, guys. There have never been any history, any people called Benin, called Igbos in the history of Nigeria. You don't have an history. See, sometimes, man, when you see the Edos, we attacking them, is this kind of approach that they put up for us that makes us to attack them. You cannot come and say, okay, you want to talk to me in peace, whereas you are actually coming in with war. You pretend to come as a friend, but right inside of you have something very tough to do. Okay? My brother, I think you don't even have history at all. You don't know history. Who was an Igbo land? Who actually founded the Benin? Does Igbo actually have a nation? They never had one. They never had one. Actually, the Igbos have been Republican in nature from origin. Yeah, hello. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
I'm placing on my call before. I want to ask questions. Are they talking about BIAFRA or they're talking about Igbo? Because Igbo and BIAFRA is different.
No,
what are they talking
sir.
about? Is it
Now,
BIAFRA or Igbo?
listen, sir. Every Igbo person feel that they are Biafrans.
Even their president, their governors, all of them, they are governors, they are senate. All of them say they are Igbos, they are not Biafra. I even in my city here, I have someone, Igbo man. I say, what is the difference between Igbo and Biafra? If you those people that are accepting they are Biafra, you say we are Igbo, we need have 5 states. That is the Igbo people, so Igbo person. He said that they have 5 states. Those ones that they are describing Biafra. I say he does not understand the meaning of those people. And Biafra come to existence when they fight, when the Ojukwu raised the motion of the independence, when they fight that war. That is when Biafra came into existence in Nigeria. There's nothing like Biafra before. That's about, I don't know, about 40 years ago. The 5 regions, the 5 states, they give it to the Igbos. And the Igbos zone, the place they say they should be, it's like they give it to them like a refugee camp. It's not like a place that is open ground. People to stay here. That is how Igbo have those 5 states. Not that they own it, they give to them. Even one of the Kano said that it's a notion that floats them to Nigeria because they are from Israel. Even now they are supreme leader said it to his own man. I don't know why they are still dragging you are from Israel, they are fighting in dragging on that man's land. That is my contribution. I just want to know if the Igbos are talking about the Igbos or they're talking about the Biafra. That is what I want to know.
Thank you very much, my brother. You know, the issue is these people, they try to put it together. They try to put it together. Igbo Biafras. Okay. What I'm trying to say is this, guys. If you start trying to destroy someone else's history, you know how to actually make your history work. You are joking. Go back to history. Igbo is not anywhere in the history book as a united country like Edo State. If you claim it from Edo, how did Edo have this very powerful, strong central system of government that Igbo never had? How? The system that is operating today. In your place, your kingship is not hereditary. It can be bought over. How did you get there when you claim you formed a nation or a people that actually had a system that have existed for over 6,000 years? How does that make sense? That's number one. Number two, like I said, if we're talking about relationship, we can claim, we can say, okay, we can move with ODUDUWA because we have a link. We have a link with the ODUDUWA people. So people might say, listen, some people might say, how? ODUDUWA, Izoduwa, Ekaladera, whatever name you call him, left Benin, went to Leife, married a Yoruba woman. Not a Benin woman, married a Yoruba woman who gave birth to Romania. Who gave birth to Romania, who now came to Benin to now start the Oba dynasty. So what they are claiming is that we have the land we are living does not belong to us. Is the dynasty between the ODUDUWA, Izoduwa, Ekaladera history, and the Romania coming to Benin to now father the first king, the first Oba of Benin Kingdom, known as Oba Eweka the first. They forgot the history before the Obaship. which was the Ogusto dynasty, which ended with Ogusto Owodo. And between Ogusto Owodo and the Ewa Caliphate, we had 70 years of the Ogiame ruling. 70 years of the Ogiames ruling as administrator of the Benin Kingdom. Okay, guys. From the onset of the Great Benin Empire, let me pick this call. Hello, please, your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, my name is. I'm calling from Manchester.
Please, your name, sir.
It's Israel.
Okay.
Right. Let me just say one thing. One thing I want to tell the Igbos: it is not a force that you must impose whatever your agitation on people who does not believe in your ideology. It is not a force. So if you are trying to convince everybody or try to impose those things by force on everybody, you are trying to call them their BIAFRA, their this, or that one, or that one. People have, every culture has the right to defend itself and whatsoever. Don't impose it like a tyrant, the way you're saying it every time. Don't do that like a tyrant. Because the way you guys are behaving, it looks like if you're ever telling the Fulanis that the Fulanis themselves, they know. That's why they call you to be very greedy. If you want to do your agitation, do it in your own. Let others decide whatever they want to be. Stop imposing things on them. Oh, this one is Biafra. Who gave you that right? What if the Fulanis will call you are Fulanis? What will you do? So stop imposing those nonsense. The other time you said you are Israel, you are this one, you are that one. Please stop imposing it. Everybody has their right. And the Constitution says that if you want to live and do your own Biafra, go and do it. Stop imposing it on people. All this hatred, oh, you are from this one, you have to believe because you speak this one, you are Biafra. Who told you that? All this kind of tyrannical expression is very bad of you guys. That's my own contribution.
Thank you very much, my brother. look at you see. Look at another one here now. He said you are lying. Your ancestor Prince Aramia, who was the first Benin man. Are you serious? Does this guy even know history? Come, please, can somebody actually school this guy? The problem is this, guys. These people never want to learn anymore. They have been brainwashed into believing crap. Okay? Aramia actually came to Benin in the 12th century. In the 12th century. Okay? So as at that time, Benin have already run through a system. The man that actually taught people the history of Benin, which is Murphy Uyi, you should go and ask him. What is the difference between Aramia and the Great Benin people? They are two different people, completely. So you see the mindset of the people you want us to support? Guys. Hello, please, can you just slow down your voice, volume, and your name and where you're calling from, please?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. It's me, Mama Wata.
Okay, ma. Go ahead, ma.
Yeah, good evening. I just wanted to contribute is that, these IPOP people, they are full of arrogance and pride and I don't know which other way, because I don't want to use any other language that is not the family will not like. But the truth is, if they continue like this, in the next 100 years, they are not going to get prepared for that, because this the same reason Ojukwu failed. They are still trading on the same path. The person that is speaking now, I'm not talking because I'm an Edo woman. I'm actually married to an Igbo man. So, but because of this IPOP people, I have been saying it and I will continue to say it. In the next 100 years, they're not going to get that BIAFRA that they're looking for. Because you keep on, trying to destroy other people's history. Even the people's history that you are trying to destroy, these people have been in existence even before you. They are trying to bring people down because this is the mentality they have that is causing the problem in Nigeria today. It is this mentality of this Wazobia concept. They try to Igbonize everybody. They try to Yorubanize everybody. They try to, this is the problem that have been going on ever since, and they don't want to learn, and that is why they keep on. I just want to tell them, whether they like it or not, they may be looking at, in the Midwest they are small, they are Edo, and the Delta they are minority, but you are looking at them that they are minority. But they are born in the neck of Nigeria. They are born in the throat of the so-called Igbo people. Because if you don't want to leave these people alone, I'm sorry what is going to be. The Edos and the Delta, they will cross them to path. They are not careful with the path that they are treading. Because these people have been very quiet from the onset of the creation of Nigeria, or the existence of Nigeria. They have been quiet. The Benin and the Delta, they have been quiet. Throughout this marginalization, throughout this oppression, they have been quiet. This even happened to my own uncle. When he went to go and look for a job that time, they did not give to him as a Benin man, except he has to change his name to Yoruba name. So how long can we continue like this? It's because now we started talking, so you people are not going to continue like this. We are not going to accept all this crap. So if they like, let them continue, giving false history and shouting and insulting. But the Midwest people, the Bini and the Edo and
I think
strategic people. That is why you see they don't make noise, and they don't fight, they don't agitate. What they are trying to do is they are trying to make us angry so that we will not come out to do the fight for them. Because they know they can't do it, they can't do anything. So that is what they are. So it's all like we are still, we are not going to let our emotions control us, but we use our brain, not our emotions. So let them continue to say, because I've been listening to all the comments that some people, and most of the people here said they are not even they are out, because anywhere the Apple people see anything, they hear anything like this, they will rush to that platform. Because they've seen the title of the message of today. That is why they've run to come to this platform. That is what they do. So but if they continue like this, and which I don't think they will change, if they continue like this, sorry, they are not going anywhere. And they are not going to get whatever they are looking for.
Thank you very much,
because you are not going to force anybody to come into your struggle when you don't respect them. So that is my own contribution.
Thank you, ma. Okay, guys, I think I will have to go right now. I don't want to be pissed off. Igbos are not my problem, actually. Now, I have a lot of them as friends. My godson married an Igbo married an Igbo woman. My own sister married an Igbo man. We believe in that we are one. So we don't want to fight any war with anybody. We are friends, we are families, but we don't want you to actually come and start telling us who we are. You don't force anyone. We don't force anyone. Just go to Google and check the oldest tribe, sir. The oldest tribe in Benin. The oldest kingdom, the oldest existing kingdom, not tribe, because you cannot know tribe. Yeah, sir. The issue is this. The issue is the wise one. Mr. Steven, I thought this is a more of unifying conversation. It's actually creating division. What would benefit the South by joining the Igbos, and what are the drawbacks? Yeah, that was what we wanted to come and discuss. Most of the time when you have this discussion, some of our brothers from the IPOB always come in and want to turn it outside as a war. That's the issue. They do not really give you the room to foster unity among us in the South. They always come with a different, attacking, destructive, bring down syndrome mechanism to actually drag down their people. So that's where we only have this issue. If you come in here, you listen to stories where we have. They don't want to listen to history because the history is not favoring them. So when you try to tell them where we are coming from, how we're going to go, then they attack you. They drag you away from the line. And if you allow them to continue, we're going to have this issue continuing on and on and on and on and on and on. You get that? That was the issue. My issue was to actually come here and try to, to enrage the OT for us to understand why we must join us together to fight, for the unification of the South. But an Igbo man doesn't actually want that. Okay, an Igbo man doesn't actually want that. So what an Igbo man wants is the dominatory force of an Igbo man against other region. That is the issue we are having, sir. So that's what we are having. That's what we are finding it a little bit difficult to now communicate. Until the IPOB understood that the only way to freedom is when you have negotiation. We will go nowhere. Please, can you put lower your device, please? Yeah, go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, go ahead. With your name, please.
My brother, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from?
Norma from Italy.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, I just want to help you out. I see that you are stressful today because the way they are putting on topic to you. Hello?
Hello, go ahead.
I do said God has no stupid son or daughter. One is stupid simply because he don't know God. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
I said in Norma from Italy speaking, I do said God has no stupid son or no daughter. One is stupid simply because he don't know God. He's
okay.
Only a fool. He's only a fool that will be making money for 61. Nigeria today is how many years? Hello?
Hello, go ahead, sir. We are listening.
Africa, Nigeria today is how many years?
It's 61 years.
Good. He's only a fool that is making money and is not progressing. He did not think to know what is his problem. He's only a fool. So Nigerian leaders or Nigerian rulers, if they really know what they are doing, if they really discover themselves, they're supposed to know Nigeria as a nation is making money and the country is not progressing. If they are really a leader, they're supposed to sit down and think, why is it that we are not progressing? And the country is making a hell of money and the country is not progressive. It's only a fool that is making more money and is not progressing, and the free is living on top of the world.
So where are you ready to, sir? Please, with time.
Because just the problem of Nigerians is just the same problem that was on feet that makes Nigeria not to progress till tomorrow. It will still continue with this stupid agenda everyone is making now. You understand me? Hello?
Yeah, hello. I'm listening. Please, sir, you just have 1 minute more to go, sir.
Okay.
Because of time.
Hello. The real problem Nigeria is having, we don't get to sit down and know. And we are driving us with it, and Nigeria is going us with. Even if Yoruba, Igbo, from another country, the same problem will still continue. The same problem will still continue. Nigeria will not still grow. The country will not still grow. Because why? Anybody who did not discover his or herself, how can you be progress? You can never progress. You can never progress without discovering yourself.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay, good
Thank you.
night,
Yeah.
brother. Happy dinner.
So, guys, I think I need to call it a day right now because I'm a little bit. I'm out twice today, and tonight it has been a little bit. Jeremiah Asogo, I don't know what you mean by being angry. When somebody is turning over your history, it makes you angry. Okay, you can't be angry as a presenter. If you don't know, go check history, sir. Okay, we came here to make peace, to put things straight. You listen to stories, put in your own, and don't insult people. But the moment you start insulting an ethnic group, you're already creating a division. Okay, that idea of claiming superiority over others is what is killing Nigeria today, and that's what some of our brothers in the East are doing. Not all of them. Like I said before, yeah, I have IPOB members in as friends, close friends. We speak always. Their thought, their action is different from some of these people who want to, relinquish others to be nothing, and you want us to join you. How can we join you when you already have this mentality of we are minorities? We don't have a land based on your history. We are conquest of the Igbo people based on your history. We are from Ile-Ife based on your history. How can somebody that come from Ile-Ife based on your history, you wanted to not join Biafra? How are we going to feed there? How are we going to feed there? Okay? How can somebody that come from Ile-Ife to not join Biafra? How are we going to be free? You already had that mentality on you already. So it's going to create a very bad impression for us. If even we decide to join you to form your own state. So you're going to come and say, come on guys, you are Yorubas. So what are you doing here? So you're going to see the same marginalization that we are talking about today. We also come up. So guys, that's the issue. We don't need seniority. We don't need superiority complex here. If you put that in, nobody's going to join you. We complain. We live in Europe. We complain of what we call racial discrimination as a result of our being minority in the Western world. And we go back and we're doing the same thing. How does that make sense to anyone? How? How does that make sense to anyone, guys? I'll be preaching unity, but you don't come to my show. I want to turn my history, the history that I've learned, both oral and written, for years, just on a single night. You see, I'm going to just keep quiet. I don't do that. My first identity is a Bini man. Being a Bini man. My first identity is a Benin man before being a Nigerian. So anyone that want to take that identity away from me, then he has to kill me first. You get what I'm saying now? Anyone that want to take that identity from me, then the first he has to kill me first. Hey, Sister Riz, I'm sorry to say that this is the position of many of them. The position of Pascal is the position of many of these people. Listen, I've been on this show. I've been on this show for a very long time now. I've been dealing with this United Nigeria for a very long time. I fought for it. People that follow me know for over a year now I've been fighting for United Nigeria. We actually began United Nigeria during NSAS protest. That's when we started it, October this same time last year. The night of the massacre. That's where I have the bed of United Southern Nigeria, not United Nigeria, United Southern Nigeria. So I've been having these issues with them all along. Anytime you have this issue of trying to understand that we need negotiation, they begin to look for a way to actually demarcate the Benin people. And that has been worrisome to me. The way they attack the Benin, they don't attack any other tribe like that. Why? It means there is something about the Benin that's actually making some of these people fidgeting. Not all of them, man, not all of them, but some of them are actually getting on our nerves. Don't write issue that you have no idea of. Don't say it is you have no idea of. I don't want to come here and start demarketing the Igbo people based on the history that I know about them. I don't do that. They know their history. They should be able to tell their history better. I'm not talking about my own history. Everybody have their history. So talk your history the way you know it. Let me talk about the way I actually understood my own history, guys. Osagede Mike. I never call it ace and snakes. I call some of them who were supporting the insult. Who were supporting the insult of this boy, Imajoki, against a senior as being stupid. I'm going to say that again. If you support one insulting your father, no matter who you are, you crazy. I also came out when a lady insulted the Enoje of Uromi. I came out to insult the woman who was the Benin woman for daring to insult the Enoje of Uromi. Because the Enoje of Uromi is like a family to me. It's my father. I find he's old enough to have me as his child. I came out and also insulted her. So that does not mean I don't like the Islam people or I don't like the Edo people, I don't like Igbo people. No. So unity has been my watchword from the beginning. So because we are practicing unity, I will not allow a boy to insult an elder, and those of us who can speak to him will keep quiet. That is not done anywhere, my brother. Okay? You get that now? Okay? So you see sometimes when we are putting up things, people come up to divide us the more. This where we only have problem in this part of the world. Okay? You know, Mr. Osagede, you know very well that what Imajoki did was an abomination. You don't even need to support anything like that. If you supported him in whatever way, then it's disgraceful. That's the truth. Insulting a man old enough to be his father by age. Don't talk of a man that represents a people. We the Asians, we the Benin, we are trained to respect our elders. If that is taken away, then such a child needs to be dealt with. If you supported him because of whatever reason, bros, I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, guy. That's the truth of the matter there. This is who I am. Mr. George, I'm listening. I'm no more angry. I just want us to be the same people. The only way we can move forward is when we decide to start uniting. Speak to these people. Speak to these people. Let them understand where you are going to. Let it be a discussion. This is what I'll be saying. If there's no discussion, you want to force it through that road, you're going to have problem in dealing with them, guys. I never called them a snake. You don't understand what I'm saying now. Go watch the video. The video you see on Najawa's YouTube. Just type respond to Imajoki. Okay, just type respond to Imajoki video. Okay? Just type respect to Imajoki. Respond to Imajoki. You're going to hear the video there. Just type respect to Imajoki, respond to Imajoki. You're going to see it on Nigeria Watch YouTube. Listen to the video through. Who am I insulting? Is it the entire people who were supporting him? There are two different people there. So just listen and you understand where I'm coming from. So if I insult one man, one guy who is insulting everybody, that does not make me, I'm talking to the entire some people. Okay, guys, thank you very much. I think I'm done for today now. I need to take a break. 2 hours, 30 minutes done. God bless you guys. God bless you all. I don't know if there is anything. Thank you very much, you guys. We appreciate you for coming to the show today. Until we see again, maybe tomorrow, if God's willing, I will let you know why I put up the notification for tomorrow. Let's unite as certain people to be the formidable force to change the situation of Nigeria. If we want to go our separate ways, we need unity to do that, not division. Division can't take us there. The Biafra can't get it alone. The Midwest can't get it alone. The Yoruba can't get it alone. Until all of them comes together, we can't get it alone. So all we need to do as a people is to unite in one front. And in that unity, there must be equality, equity, justice, and fairness. That's the truth there. That's the only way we can be able to get through what we are agitating for. This is not about superiority. This is not about power. We experience this thing also. We experienced this thing in 1967 during the Civil War. So if you know this, and we are taking the same route again, then we are not actually good children of history. What led to the failure is because we have refused to unite. Let us unite together. Let's have unity among us, the South. We are actually intertwined in one way or the other. I said this in one of my videos there. Yeah. I can go to the East today, known as the Igbo region. I can eat their food without having a problem. Actually, we have their food imported into the south, and even to Yoruba land. Akpu, Satana is actually a food from the Igbo side, but not being eaten in our side. The same thing. So we have this connection from the beginning. We are one people in one region that have been working together as an entity. Okay? So the only way we can actually win this battle is for us to come together as one. Start thinking as one. Let's break that yoke of we are majority, they are minorities. It will never work. Let's treat everybody as equal stakeholder in the new nation that we are about to create. It's equality that will make us to actually get to that place. Until we get there, we cannot be able to get what we want as a people. Trying to drag me down can never in any way. That is the truth, guys. And that's going to be my plea in my submission tonight. The entire Midwest region wants freedom. Okay? That's all we want in Midwest. Let's sit down, negotiate where we want to go to, how we want to do it. What are the aims and the objectives of this new state we want to create? It is only in that manner that we can get to where we expect to get to. That's the truth, guys. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Good night. See you tomorrow again if God's willing. Bye for now.